Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Showcase on Dark Souls 3. Now, this weapon I kind of forgot for like a while. The reason why, it's a pal swap of another weapon, so every time I saw it, I go, okay, I already did that weapon, but no, I didn't. Because I kept forgetting. There's two weapons that looked exactly almost identical. You got Astora Straight Sword and then you got the Astora Straight Sword. So yeah, it took a while to get to, despite it being like a beginner weapon, but hey, whatever. Description of this weapon reads: a well-crafted sword, named after a ruined land. Astora, before its fall, was a land replenished with royal blood, and this weapon was both a reminder and an heirloom of that era. Skill is the typical stance of most swords. While in stance, use a normal attack to break the guard or foe's guard from below, and use strong that slaps upward with a 4-inch lunge. Alright. Now, visually... Now, for all you know, I'm going to be showing two different swords from two different angles, but they all look identical. It's Astora Straight Sword and the Astora Straight Sword. They are literally identical looking. Maybe slight color differences if you look closely, but since it's not putting names, you can't even tell the difference side by side, can you? But I assure you it's two different weapons. But yeah, pal swaps, a bit lazy, but whatever. Going on to the stats for the Astora Straight Sword. Well, physically, you get above average damage. Remember, you get this very early in the game in the High Wall of Lothric, so it's surprising this weapon has that stat, like, you know, high physical. But, however, the bonus sucks. Like, really sucks. Like, damn, that sucks. 41. Ugh. The attribute bonus, you get a D for strength, E for dexterity. Excuse me. And then for attribute requirement, you need 10 strength, 10 dexterity, and 12 faith? Weird, is it not? You need faith. As I have read, if you do not meet the faith requirement for this weapon, it will bounce off heavily armored enemies and cost more stamina to use. It does not really benefit you having high faith, only if you meet the faith standard. So yes, it's rather strange. And then we have the stance, which is 17 and 20, and the weight of the weapon is 3.0, so very typical of a longsword. Now the animations for the Astora Straight Sword is the standard animations for the longsword in general. The head power attacks are heavy jab and upward lunge, and the light attacks you saw were various swings back and forth. Two-handed wise, you got the up and downward lunges, quite rapid, and two-handed power attacks is a heavy side swipe, repeatedly, from left to right. Using the weapon in the left hand offers no new animations whatsoever, so there's not really a whole lot of point to it. And then we got the stance. The standard attack will break enemies' guards, including their shields, and the power attack is a heavy jab, aiming right for around the neck and chin region. And we got a sprint attack with a quick side swipe, so pretty standard animations. When upgrading the Astora Straight Sword, you'll need plain Tatanite shards. Now we can see that the bonus is very mediocre on this. Yeah, we get standard damage and the attribute bonus for dexterity went to a D. So despite having 2 Ds, this attribute bonus is like really bad. It's consistently under half. Always. So here we are at the final upgrade. Despite all that, it's well beneath half of the bonus damage, which most weapons usually catch up or surpass at least half of the base damage in general. But in the end, the base damage is quite large. But in terms of the bonus, I'm not sure if this could really be fixed with infusing. Every gem I take to it doesn't really seem to do a very good job. It's like somewhere down the line I'm always losing damage based on the bonus. Even if I go magical and fire, it just it loses quite a bit of its damage there. So I'm not sure how to fix this weapon, if it can be fixed. Regardless, we'll go to performance. It at least has high base damage. It should do close to the standard damage of a longsword. Alright. It's been a long time since I actually used a longsword. I'm glad of it. We do all backstabbing. So almost 450. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, I've missed using a longsword. It's my most preferred weapon. Alright. So damage against heavily modern armored enemies was pretty decent. You can see there, against unarmored enemies, it's devastating. Very. Alright, now let's test the stance. Can it break a shield? Let's try it. Alright. Run it up. Oh, it easily breaks it. So yeah, stance works the same as any other longsword. No difference whatsoever. Effective as always. Moving on to the Gorgile. Now the test is, can I break through his shield? Again, you just good to have a good DPS and just wham on the guy until he uses his shield. There we go. Breaks through his good old shield as well. So again, the stance is always a good shield breaker. I love longswords in this game. And now on to the Black Knight. For the Black Knight, I expect decent damage, but I'll be mainly doing backstabs. Nice thing about longswords is they're very nimble. You can quickly use them and get out of your danger really quickly. Or just do backstabs and cheese the enemy on the ground. Either way, the opponents do not last very long in combat. At least that I find. Even but I don't really care for the other stance move, the power one. It's okay, but I'd much rather just use standard attacks. It's much more quicker. Moving on to the pros and cons of the Astora Straight Sword. On the pros, it has a good base damage. That's very clear with this weapon. And it's fairly nimble since it's a longsword. And you can quiet early in the game. The cons, the bonus damage blows. And that's the only real con for this weapon, is that. Just the bonus damage is pretty bad. Going on to the score for the Astora Straight Sword. Damage, I'll give it 7 out of 10. It was fairly average damage. The base damage is high enough that at least compensates somewhat for the bonus damage to a certain point. For the reach, a 5 out of 10. It was no longer than a longsword. Animation, I'll give a 4 out of 10, since it is found in the very, at the High Wall of Lothric. You can pretty much get it very quickly in the game, so I can't penalize on animation. For the bonus, I'll give it 3 out of 10. And that bonus wasn't the worst bonus in the world, but it is far from the best. For Misk, I'll give it 4 out of 10. It's really good starting off in the game. No doubt, I can say that much. It doesn't matter what character you use. You start off and you can use this, it's a good weapon. After the beginning of the game, it's not a good weapon. It's something you should replace soon as, and for anyone who's playing this game long term, it is not really useful at all. Not in my opinion. Anyhow, the score of the Astora Straight Sword gets 23 out of 50. Which is bad. It's bad in the sense that after the first 30 of your game, this weapon becomes pretty useless to wield. Pretty useless indeed, especially for anyone of my level. So there you have it. Between this and Ares Straight Sword, I'd rather take Ares Straight Sword. That one scales off luck at least. If you have a luck build, it's quite efficient. This weapon cannot be fixed, in my opinion. It's purely a beginner's weapon and nothing more. Though I wish I kind of found it in the beginning. Because I didn't, I was using my longsword. I'd rather use this sword in the beginning. But my longsword beats it in the end. Stat-wise anyway. But that's been Showcase for Taylor. To thank you all for watching and hope to see you guys next time. Take care out there.